once loved now drip with unease as I step back and at once see the forest for the trees. It won't matter our intentions, our hopes or our plans. What matters is the end result, this book in my hands. No one will know how well we meant, how much we sacrificed, 'cause this story's how we broke the world and couldn't pay the price. So I'll redact and I'll revise, recut the truth and redefine the lies. Step back and
I am an idiot. I completely forgot I had the whole thing muted. I do apologize. It doesn't help that every time I hit the go live button, it goes to the screen and doesn't show that, well, this. Well, like, it doesn't show that if anything's on or not. Ugh. Anyway, long story short, especially before the premiere, which is what this reaction is of, it's basically the reaction to the latest comic dub of The Adventure Zone from the first graphic novel, which is basically this. And obviously, they'll probably get to the second graphic novel one of these days when they're through with the first graphic novel, which the second graphic novel is this. And the comic dub is by Zendaya Wolf and a group of others, and I've got this muted. Well, the video. Anyway, I'm basically doing a live reaction of their premiere of the latest episode, which is episode 11. And they're already starting, so it's going to be close to a minute from now, literally. So let's get to it. And here we are. And there's the sound. And by the way, for all those who are watching this, please let me know if the sound is too loud or too low or anything like that. I'm so used to this, so I really like the input in case the job is I mean, how else am I going to expect to get better if nobody tells me how to get better? 23 seconds to go. On a podcast by three brothers and their father, known as McElroy's, if I pronounced that name right. And it is a hilarious podcast. Definitely go listen to it.
The
here we
following
go.
is a non-profit fan dub. The Adventure Zone is owned by the McElroys, Carrie Peach, and First Second Books. Links in the description to support the official release, brave adventurers.
This is exciting. And long story short, also, by this point, they tried to save a town, but they had to save themselves.
Well,
Oh, here we go.
I guess we just live down here.
Unless either of you clowns knows how to fly.
Is Killian dead?
Just knocked out, I think. Of course, that may be because we crashed into her.
It was her dumb idea to dive into a well.
Which
That's
saved
true.
your life.
This is on her.
And so are we.
And yes, they did laugh at that line in the podcast.
You know, boys, I'm starting to think we may suck at this.
Pretty sure I can climb out of this thing. Maybe haul you guys up once I get up there?
You should haul Killian's corpse up, too.
Not a
I
corpse
told you,
roll.
she's just knocked out. Let me check. How's it going? I was wrong before.
Taco.
Pretty sure she's dead. She would want me to have this.
She's not dead, you greedy jerks, and we're not going to leave her in this well. Although I do think she'd be much more comfortable without having to lug this cool thing around.
Yeah, especially since you don't
You
want it to be
do
activated on you.
realize that basically I'm hauling everybody up this well, right?
We figured you had a proficiency in well hauling.
Come to think of it, I believe I do.
Can we cut down on the
Madness.
chit-chat just a smidge so maybe I could concentrate on making this damn thing work?
You look like a medieval Mary Poppins.
Spit spot, let's get climbing.
Never mind now. Where?
Taco. Oh, the big reveal.
There's nothing left.
Look, I've had to leave towns in a hurry before. It's never unfixable. We'll take
It
up a
is in this
collection,
case,
and if the
Taco.
villagers dig deep enough in their pockets for the rebuilding fund, I'm sure.
You were saying? And you would think they would realize what would have happened.
Gone. Everybody's gone.
Again,
What
you would
the
have to read
fuck
the comic
is
or
that
listen to the
thing?
podcast to
Killian must know something about it, right? She said she was sent here because of it.
So the one person who could handle the gauntlet is asleep.
Not
knocked out,
asleep,
but
she's
yeah.
unconscious. She's not waking up anytime soon.
So, what do we do?
Could we cut off Bogard's arm?
What kind of monster are you?
We know touching the glove from the outside is not good. And
I can
putting it on is
understand Morris
really stupid.
thinking.
Unless...
Unless...
What if one of us just needs to control it better than Bogart did?
One of us, huh?
You. He means you. I'm not getting my ass blasted off again.
Again, you'd have
If
to
this
watch,
works, I'm pawning the
listen
hell
to
out
the
of it.
pod or read the comic. or in this case, watch him again.
Hi
This
there,
comes
Taco. I was thinking we might want to be friends. Not only am I seething with mystical energy, but you know I would look amazing on you. What do you say?
Nope, I hate needy accessories.
Check this out.
Oh, that killed the mood.
Sense mechanism.
You
You don't know how
that.
to do that.
No, I don't.
That's it. I'm gonna try and wake her up. Maybe I have an anti-concussion spell or something. I think it's my last spell slot.
Oh, like you've really been keeping track of that.
Let's do one thing first.
Now this part, I don't blame them on. Since she was,
Did we save
rather
Haverdale?
sketchy.
Not so much.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need my crossbow. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I need you to untie me.
And we're pretty sure we could have done a lot more for Haverdale if we had known what the fuck was going on!
How many times
Yeah,
do I have to tell you that I
swear in this.
literally
Sorry.
can't tell you anything?
I bet you could have told us a little more.
A couple of context clues, draw a picture, charades!
Maybe drop a hint that Bogart could possibly turn into a giant made of fire?
All right! I will have to choose my words very carefully,
And there is
but
a
I will
good
tell
reason
you
for
what I
that.
can. As soon as you, how do I say this? I am an employee from a group of, concerned people. How we doing so far?
So far, so good. No crackling.
These
Again,
individuals
good reason she has to choose
are
her words.
wanting to...
Yep, there we go.
There we go.
Crackles. We got crackles.
Damn it! These individuals want to do a good thing. Make the whole world safer. How's that?
That was pretty clear. It's just a little hard to buy because the first time we met you, you sent a giant grinder thing named Luis to squash us!
I told
Again,
her
you
non-lethal
have to
parameters.
go back to the
I
beginning
thought you were
to
trying to
understand.
stop my group of people from doing that good thing.
Is that bracer the reason you can't tell us about the gauntlet?
This old thing?
That's a
No.
good question.
Wait, the gauntlet. How have none of you picked up the gauntlet and put it on?
Oh, we're super cool.
Yeah, we're really chill.
I'm too short to reach it.
Liar.
It talked to me in my noodle. It wanted me to put it on, but it was so damn pushy. Honestly, I was a little afraid. If we're just putting it out there.
You mean you didn't succumb to its thrall?
I think I would know if I was so no?
Where
Another
did you
control
guys come
trick
from?
didn't put it in.
I hail from the picturesque town of...
Enough with the backstory.
If you three were able to escape the thrall of that thing, I think we could use people like you.
Who's we?
Yeah, I guess it's about time I got to that.
Past time.
Think of a makeshift dam. Won't stop the flood, but it might temporarily hold back the waters.
Nobody wanted to hear my story, but this is fine.
Shh.
It's
There are
good point.
things in this world that are too powerful to exist. In the wrong hands, they could bring about the end of the world.
One
getting them
magical
out of
item
those
doesn't
hands
have that
isn't
capability.
An
At
impossible
least when
task.
used correctly.
That's kind of our specialty. The impossible. I'm asking you to join us. To help us in this battle. Understand, if you side with us, you will probably die. Or you will fight
Now.
by my side.
Go, Taco! Go, Taco! You got this! Show that glove who's boss!
Be careful! Don't put it on!
Wear one glove? Don't be gauche.
Did you hear a single word I said?
Yeah, end of the world, horrible death.
Sounds cool.
We're in.
Seriously, the three
She
brothers
is
who
gonna kill
were
me.
portraying these characters
I'm
in the
going to need
D&D
my crossbow.
games
Tough
are
shit!
Come on.
such
My
dorks,
boy
but
is not just
lovable.
going to fuck over. What?
It's got her name right on it. Besides, I kept the bolts.
Oh,
That was
all right.
smart.
'Cause it feels just like I'm walking on broken glass.
First Kenny Chesney, now Annie Lennox? Dude, you're killing it.
So were there like bodies or skeletons or some shit like that in the glass?
No.
Good, because that would be nasty.
No, they were probably vaporized. Instantly.
Great. Do you think we should, I don't know, say something?
Well, gotta give Taco props.
loving and powerful
He tries
path.
to do the right thing.
Please
Even if he
be
can be
with
a
these
little
poor souls.
drop
Guide
me.
them on their journey to a better place.
Please don't blame us for any of this shit.
Amen.
I feel bad about Barry Blue Jeans.
Me too.
We had some real merchandising opportunities with that character.
Maybe I could come up with a son. Barry Jorts.
Okay, this ought to be good. Just sort of waiting for approval here. Shouldn't take too long. So, what are your names again?
Okay.
I am, of course, Magnus Burnsides,
Of course. And you are?
also known as the Hammer.
The Hammer!
I picked up a nickname a couple of days ago.
While we've been on this little adventure, you picked up a nickname.
Who gave it to you?
Not important.
Busted.
My family didn't have a lot of material possessions, but we had an abundance of love.
I'll remember that. So, Taco.
Life in Raven's Roost was simple,
And kill me.
but for a lad with a heart for adventure,
What is wrong with this thing? It never takes this long. There we go. Connection.
well, Harry, life in Raven's Roost was simple, but for a lad with...
To be continued, Pumpkin. Jeez, I hope that's not the ghost of Barry Blue Jeans here to tell us how bad we fucked up.
You wish. And that was the end of episode 11. Or in this case, what chapter was that again? Because these are actually, funnily enough, done in chapters, so... Let's see. That was chapter 9. Chapter 9. That was chapter 9. And, yeah, as usual, the voice acting is on par. And definitely worth the watch and listen. If you haven't read if you already read the comic. Oh boy. That was awesome. Definitely worth the watch. And it was only 12 minutes. Huh. Honestly, I kind of half expected that. Though, might as well, since this was kind of a right at the moment kind of a stream. And I did get permission from Zendaya Wolf to do a live reaction to this, so hopefully he'll be happy with my reaction. Anyway, let's get this back up. There we go. And oh, and for those who are wondering about my little makeshift band-aid, couldn't find one after cutting my finger on a blade while doing yard work. Long story. I apologize if anybody was worried. Anyway, that was pretty much, as I said, the 11th episode of the comic dub of The Adventure Zone. Here There Be Goblins. And yes, that is the title of the first graphic novel, which, ironically enough, is also the title of their first episode. And by at least what I can tell from the second graphic novel, they're definitely going to name their graphic novels by what the name of their podcast episodes were. Because the next graphic novel that I'm pretty sure that Zendaya and all the other guys working on this project will be working on, possibly, and I'm losing my train of thought. Long story short, I'm sure that after completing this graphic novel, they'll go right into the second graphic novel, which is pretty much called Murder on the Rockport Limit. And yes, it is what you think it is. Basically, murder mystery. Again, though, for those who have no idea how all that stuff got down, and why they were talking about the town being turned to glass, you would have to again take a look in the beginning from like maybe the first episode of their comic dub if you're looking to just look through that, or go to maximalfun.org. Shoot, I always forget that. Well, either way, just type up The Adventure Zone on Google and you'll find the website where their podcast can be found, or look it up on YouTube, since there are YouTubers who have put up the episodes for others to listen to. And also, there is technically an ending to at least this Adventure Zone, because it does technically continue to a bunch of other D&D stories that the McElroy brothers and their father have actually done. And there are also podcasts of their, I'm going to say live performances again, because I honestly can't remember what it's technically called. But, yeah, there are, as I said, live performances where they actually play the game live in certain conventions. And they are hilarious as heck. I kid you not. I mean, right now, I'm even in the middle of listening to a live podcast of when they had to break into a casino to steal a magical artifact that was made by somebody's sister. Not saying what. Spoilers. And, there's just a lot to take in, especially if you're just gonna listen to it or try to maybe at least read what they've got so far in the graphic novels. Again, they are very well done and definitely worth reading. Either way, I know I'm just basically repeating. Oh, and the artwork is actually by Carrie Pyatt? I can never pronounce that last name. But, yeah, she basically did the graphic novel for the Calroy family, and her style is actually definitely worth looking up. Because, I'll admit, there are other fan works of the Adventure Zone, like in comic-wise or just a picture. I mean, heck, I've even done a fan pick myself, which was basically Taco, Merle, and Magnus in pony form. What can I say? I couldn't help myself with that one. And, yeah, I guess it'll be something you have to actually look up yourself to, get the full picture of. And, I guess that's it. I mean, I've been streaming for, what, about 20 minutes? Oh, 25. I mean, granted, a good portion that ended up being silent, because, like the idiot that I am half the time, I forgot I put the mic on mute. Ugh. Boy, is that gonna be fun to, listen to for anybody who, has yet to even see this. And yes, I will be putting this up on YouTube, since, who knows, maybe it won't be so dead. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. It's already 25 minutes. There's really nothing else I could probably even talk about, or praise about, I should say. Because this is basically me praising the Adventure Zone podcast and comic. And technically, Xandaya Wolf and his friend, well, I should be saying his voice acting buddies, for bringing the comic itself to life, in a sense. And, yeah, either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm gonna say recording, since nobody else has actually been watching this with me. like I said, this was literally a last minute stream that I decided to do, since literally ended up finding out that the premiere was pretty much today or tonight, whichever it is. And yeah, I should probably stop now before I blather on anymore. So with that being said, this is Ashley Wingsong. I said my name wrong, didn't I? Whatever. Either way, this is Ashley Wingsong signing off. I hate it when I get like this. Yeah, signing off.